Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your 307 Junk Journals. How is everybody this fabulous day? So we're going to do what we're going to do in this one, and then I'm going to finish it. And then we'll do a flip through next week. So I finished signature 2. The stuff, I'm not sure, I can't remember. I know we did this last time, and we did this last time, or no, I think I did this one on my own. I decorated the pocket, I made this journaling card out of a guest check, put her in there, and then I made this with some dodgy stitching and I decorated with cogs and a label. I used one of Amy's paint chips from her paint chip kit. Put the robot on there. And I don't think I'm going to do anything with this pocket because I guess I could put a cog on there, couldn't I? Sure, let's do it. Why not? Okay. How is everybody? I did just jump right in. It's just one of those things. I don't have a whole lot to say. Just don't know. Remember, if I am slurring my words, sound like I have marbles, all of the above. It's not that I've been drinking alcohol because I don't drink. It's just that ugly little tumor in my brainstem causing hate and discontent because that's what she likes to do. And I know y'all are getting tired of hearing that, but just in case I have somebody new, and I know I have a couple of new subscribers, so I want to say hi. I can't remember their names. I'm so bad. I don't use the washers very much. I always use those cogs, but here is a washer. Let's use it. Why not? And these are just cogs of Amy's that I painted with rose gold, which I thought was copper when I bought it, but the bottle should be saying rose gold or rose. So, yeah, there you go. There you have it. It's very coppery, copper-esque to me. Okay, I need a paper towel, and I know I already have one out. There we go. And then this was a tuck, but I finished gluing it down and added some more decoration here and just made it a pretty on a blank page. Then on the back here, this is where we left off, and I had something. I think it was this. So I put stickles, or not stickles, good golly Miss Molly, glossy accents on here. Just kind of, so yeah, so that one goes there. And now we're into the third signature. And I decorated this. And this was already in here. This is an envelope that I will put some goodies in. And then we made this pocket last week. That accordion pocket. Inspired by my friend Nancy over at Nancy Piter. And then I made this tag with journaling on the back. You can journal over this, just use a black pen. So, and then that goes in there. It was a flippy. I thought he looked very nice staring out over the top. And now we're on to this one, and it's a belly band. And I attempted to use that paint and do some stenciling on here, but, well, It didn't work very well, but that's all right because it adds enough of interest that I'm okay with it. And then this is a piece of copy dyed paper, and yeah, put that back in. And then this is from Amy's Grinchy Butterflies and Butterflies and Dried Flowers kit. I'll get it spit out right. Might take me a minute or 5. So, all right. Well, and this is the only one that I was planning on having things, just ready to go so we could do some slapping away. And well, no. This right here is what I got together. And then I got sidetracked. There was lunch involved. And I'm going to, so Amy did something fun on her video yesterday with pictures. So I'm going to do something, I don't know, similar, I suppose. No. Well, it's too late now. I'm like, well, I probably should have, because I guess I could use that one. They are different. I don't have, so in her video, she used, it was basically cut apart, and then she attached them by putting hooks, like the hook and eye, like the bra closures. But I'm not gonna do that. Like I said, this is just kind of an inspired by, because I can't do anything identical. I don't have, everything she does anyway, but, so there's that. So, yeah. So, Wendy, I still have not heard from you. I need your address. So, if you would email me, por favor. That would be fabulous. Now, do I really, you see, I was thinking, had that one been on the bottom, I could have used that one on top, and that would have been fabulous. But, ooh, I could just go, I could do that. Well, let's tear this out, too. I am just using my glue spreader as a tear ruler. It's small and, oops, and what I'm tearing is small, so, okay, that doesn't want to tear for some reason. So, on Thursday's video, I mentioned the giveaways. Now, the giveaways, you have to comment, comment on each video in the week. Okay, not each. You have to comment on at least one video to get your name put into the drawing. If you want multiple entries, then make a comment. As many comments as you make, you'll get 1 entry per comment. How's that? Get my words out. Sometimes, some days, I'm telling you, I'm special in so many ways. But that's what I'm thinking. So if you put a comment, if you comment on each video, I'm on my summer schedule, so there's only 3 videos in a week. So I don't think that is, I think that is more than doable. And then on Sundays, I will basically draw somebody's name out of the bowl, and that'll be that week's winner. All right, so there's that. I hope I'm explaining that well. I did that last. See, I really want to use one of these, but it's so big. I'm just gonna have to throw a backing on it and make it a journaling card. Now, do I want to do anything else to this? You know, I think I'm gonna make this tag shape. So I'm gonna get my angle punch. No, I didn't back this. I was like, and I backed it already. No, I didn't. It's probably what this was for. Okay, let me get my tear ruler, my Timmy tear ruler. Get that all, lined up. There we go. I'm going to leave the thank you showing. Oops. Okay. Man, if y'all could see my desk, should be a mess. So after today, like I said, you will see this. I'll do one more video. I'll do a flip through video after today's, and that'll be next week. And then, so for the next, well, after that, my husband is going to be out of town today. Well, he was out of town yesterday. And now he's out of town today and tomorrow. So I'll see if Amy has done her Monday video yet. And if she has, there'll be a video on that. Goodness. Use your words, Mitts. Obviously, having a hard time with that this morning. Actually, it's, squirrels. There's squirrels in my world. I don't think I'm going to add a label or anything to this. Label it. But I do think I'm going to get my T-slot punch. And again, you can find that on Amazon as a T-slot punch. If you guys would like, I can provide you with a link. I'll just go to my previously ordered stuff and do it that way. No, I'm thinking I'm gonna cog because, well, why not? Because they be fabulous. Now we could. No. I think the one is fine. I do think I want to add, I could add a piece of this. And if y'all would like to see how I did mine, let me know in the comments and I'll do a video on it. Because we all know how special I can be sometimes. With my twitchiness. Twitchy McPherson. Who can't even tie anything. Because she's special. Okay, and that will, well, maybe I won't. Let's see what it looks like on a double tie. Try not to tear. Oh, yeah, I like that much better. All right, there we go. And then see, that will slide right in chair. How Bootamus. Bootamus, Bootamus, Bootamus. Now, you know, I don't, well, we have some labels. Maybe 2 or 3 smaller labels there. Or a bigger one. I don't know. What do I have cut? Oh, that one's a nice size. And, oh, I like that one. There's that one. Oh, dear. I went down the rabbit hole, y'all. The rabbit hole. Yep. Kind of like that one. So it says, see how far you've come? I read far as fart. It's not like I have gas. So I don't know why. Okay, I could spend all day looking through this box. And I have several out here. Okay, I think that one's too big. So those ones there are definitely going to be too big. Now this one here, I do like. I think. I'll put that one there. And then we could put this one up there. Okay, so we're just going to use 2. Put those up there. And, well, I'll use them for something else, I'm sure. And, again, for the most part, I'm using Vintage Photo. I did get out antique linen and then some spiced marmalade and broken china. But I don't know that I'm going to use them. But I have them out just in case I remember that I have them out and I want to use them. I know. I'm slightly to mostly silly. Silly. Tell my puppy, who's not a puppy anymore, that he is slightly to mostly silly, and he just looks at me with his golden eyes like, what? I mean, they're kind of brown, but they're like a golden brown color. There. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so here's a pocket here. Now I backed a bunch of stuff. Well, some stuff is on cardstock that just needs, should we put a robot? Yeah, let's put a robot in there. Should we put him on a paint chip? There's not enough. How about that one? Oh yes, I like that. What is in that? Oh. It's Halloween stuff. Halloween. Okay, now I think I would like, I don't know, something. Ooh. I still want to use this somewhere because, well, it looks fabulous. How about a piece of book page and that? Kind of like that. And then we can put him here. Yep. Okay. So I need the book page. I need to clear off my glue book. Oh, I think I like that side better. Yes. You know, I don't know why, but I put everything to this side, and it's one of those things that make you go, And this is just art glitter glue here. Yeah. Very, very, very nice. Okay, now I need to ink him. Ink-a-dink-a-doo-doo. And I'm wanting more of my ink showing up on this, so instead of doing it, you know, at a 45 here or 90 here, I'm doing probably more like 45. Okay, my ankle's straight, I know. And then I'm thinking, oh yeah, see, he looks very nice there. Okay, now trying to find a piece of my glue book over here. So yeah, not next week, but the week after, I'll have Tales of My Adventures. Because we're going camping. Well, not the week after. We're going... Okay, so we're going camping on the 14th. That's when we're going camping. It's on the 14th. That week. That's when we're starting. And then we'll be home. But yes, I think I like it. Okay, now I am going to use art glitter glue because this is on cardstock. And, well, art glitter glue just makes it stick better and quicker. It's really what it is. It's quicker. It's not necessarily better than the glue stick. It's just faster. I don't understand what happened here, but there. Alrighty, then tag shape. I have it out already. And then this one, I'm going to use my T-slot again, but I'm just going to leave it plain because it's... The T-slot, I feel, is decorative enough. Oops, oh no. Oh dear, there we go. Ta-da! And then he can go in there. Now, I do think I would like maybe a label. Label. Why I want to say that like that, I have no clue. No clue. But every time I say label, I want to say label. And it's probably coming across on the video as gobbledygook. So you guys don't understand. I get the giggle from, oops. Where'd that go? Oh, I'm in one of the containers in my drawer. Yeah, so y'all, I have, well, when I checked last night, I had 699 people subscribed. I'm like, sweet. Now, I need another 200 people to have 1,000, and then we'll do a big journal giveaway. Because y'all, you just have no idea how many journals I have. I have entirely too many. And I don't know how long I'm going to be doing the giveaways. Probably for, I don't know, probably at least a couple months, maybe 3, maybe 4. So, you know, I didn't even try out the placement on this. We're just going to go for it. That's what we're doing. We're just going for it. And if it doesn't turn out the way I think it should look, well, ding, dang, and darn, and all the horses they rode in on. Did I not get any glue under this whole edge? That's weird. But I suppose it could happen. Okay. Ow. Oh, that God blessed pen. And the hole. Okay. Oop, here's another one. I'm going to use this here. Or. But wait, there's more. No, I don't think the teals, this teal blue matches the teal green. But I could cut this one. Well, let's just, yeah, do it. Okay, get some yummy coffee dye paper here. Now, I do want this to be able to write on it, so I'm going to have this side showing, and I'm going to glue on that side. And I am going to stitch around this one once I get it backed and cut out. Because, well, why not? My fingers be extra sticky. This texture, it just came out beautifully. Oh. So it's raining here today. It's a rainy day. So it's a tad bit humid, so everything feels a tad bit damp. I gotta tell you, I don't like the feeling. And, you know, it takes the glue stick forever to dry. Maybe we'll splatter this too after I sew it. So I'm going to, well, cut this out, obviously. Like that. Give it an ink. And while I'm thinking about it, turn my sewing machine on. There we go. That's what that was. And then I'll pause you and I'll stitch around this. Oops. And then I'll throw a couple labels on it. I don't really know. Okay, so hold that thought and I'll be right back. And I'm back. See, it all looks so much, well, I won't say it looks so much nicer. It's some janky sewing though. That's all I have to say. I sewed it off in a couple places. It's fine. I'm going to use this little green one here because, well, it's not what I do with my scissors. Maybe, you know, Let me have to pause you again so I can run another stitch, because I'm thinking the threads would be pretty nice up there with maybe a piece of lace. Oh, okay, this needs to be inked because there's lots of white on there. Well, it's not white, it's cream, but still, there's lots, and there shouldn't be. Okay, let me just finish cutting this one out. And they're so little, and I'm so twitchy. Oh, and there goes my baby dog. Apparently, I'm disturbing him with my words. I'm going to try, and I stress the word try, to get another video done today. Ooh, you know, via airmail. Huh. I like it. So there's, I don't know, something else in here that I thought was kind of funny. And again, it was my bizarro sense of humor coming out. I try to keep things fairly mellow for you guys, because not everybody appreciates my sick sense of humor. But I am big enough that I can acknowledge that I have a sick sense of humor. Ooh, what is this? That would be fabulous. I could cut a piece of that off. I know it doesn't look like it should be cut, but you know what? It's alright. It's all good. Let's cut it in half. And then... okay. I'm going to take my finger, behave, and the thumb. If I can get... good golly. Oh, jumping gee wizards. Sometimes it's just hard. It's just hard. Okay, there you go. And then, because I don't want like a big piece of this, you know, it would have been better had I used my pinking shears, because then these edges wouldn't be quite so straight. And I don't like that little tail there. There. Yes, I like that. And then see, this is for something else. This I'm throwing away. Okay, so now I am gathering some strings from my sewing machine. Oops, for my sewing, maybe. Come on, there you go. For my sewing machine. Okay, that needs to be, y'all. All I can say is at least my fingers aren't sticky. Now I think that looks good, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna pause you again. 3 shakes of a stick. I told you, might not have even been 3 shakes. But there we go. Very cute. Lots of strings. Oh my god, I can't take it. I'm getting to, there we go. Throw it on the floor and I'll sweep it off later. There! That's the hippopotamus, and it's, oh, look at that. I can't take that either. Okay. And then that will just go right in there. I was like, wow, 45 minutes went by so quick this time. It wasn't. Okay, where is, I'm looking for this little basket with all my little who's-its and what's-its and all kinds of goodies. What if I were to put the glasses in there? I don't know that I like them. What this? Is this the way this goes? That's a little much. A little too big. I really, really and truly want to find someplace for this chain. No, that wouldn't be bad. All right, let's see. Use it. Vintage Elegance. Yeah, no, it needs lace if I'm going to use that label. Just saying. Okay, I am scissor poor out here on my desk. Meaning, I think I have 4 pairs. Nope, I only had 3. But still, 3 pairs of scissors. How many pairs of scissors does one person need? Apparently, I need a buttload. So, did you know that buttload is actually a measure of unit? I mean, it's an actual, it's how you measure, how one measures wine. It's so bizarre. And do I want to use maybe one of these? Maybe that Louis 65, maybe? Since it's out, you know. I'll probably use that little green one as well. Oh, goodness. And yes, these corners on these labels are rounded, but I'm not going to round them with scissors because, y'all, that would just take entirely too much of my concentration. And there's this handy dandy little corner rounders there that, well, I could use to get a much cleaner and uniform appearance. Ooh, those are some big words. Okay, yes, I'm thinking there, and then this one can go right there. Why, yes. It's a Boodamus thing. Boodamus, Boodamus, Boodamus. Okay, there. Pick that up. Give it a good squish. Put that like right there. Oh yes, that pocket looks fabulous. It needs a cog. Preferably a black one. And not a very big one. Why, yes. Oh, I should probably have 2. How about it and a washer? I need the tweezers. No, I don't like that one. But you know what? I would not mind a colored one. And I know that there's one in here because I just saw it. It's underneath everything. There it is. Yes. Oops. I have glue all over my tweezers. I can't imagine why. And paint. Goodness, I can't imagine why. Oop. I'll just put that like right there. And grab the washer. And put that down here. Okay, there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. I just was looking at this. I'm like, really? They're upside down? No, the boy is right side up. So it's right side up. Okay, and I was going to use this, or maybe both of them. Oh, because this one has an octopi, and this is an octopi. And that's an airship. Ow, 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 ow. And this is Amy's Ocean Spray Kit. And I thought it would be fabulous in here. Okay, so now then, I need ink. I need a new brain is what I need. So I fixed something yummy for lunch today. because, you know, those of you that have been with me, I do carnivore-ish, ketovore, I guess is the technical name. And I'm not going to back these because this is printed on 110-pound cardstock, and that's cream. So that's why I'm not going to back it, because see, it's creamy. But I do like the effect of ink. So this is like watching paint dry, I know. So if you guys want to fast forward, go for it. Because, yeah, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Almond Joy. I love me an Almond Joy. I miss sugar. That's really what I miss. I miss sugar. But anyway, back to my lunch yumminess. So I made a ketovore pizza. And I say ketovore because I used Rouse, yeah. I use that. Is this the way it goes? Or does it go this way? I think it goes this way. Nope, it goes this way. Rouse pizza sauce, which is a low sugar option to standard. Did I not cut that on the right one? No, I did not. I'm like, man, that looks small. It's because it is small. Okay, there's that one. We're going to make this one a tag shape as well, making sure that I use the big angle. Okay. Alrighty. Now then, I know I'm kind of like tag teaming this. Now, where's the basket? I don't know. It's over here. But anyway, sorry, squirrel. I think I might. Well, I like her on there, but she's going to be losing some weight. I think I'm going to use some Tiny Tim people. Or do I want to use... Ooh, let's use that there because I like it. Me likey, Mikey. But, so I took hamburger, just plain old hamburger. I do kind of like that. Ooh, it could... I have a balloon. Anyway, I took and made it as thin as I could. And, I mean, it was probably 1/8 of an inch thick. I mean, I put it through, or put it between two pieces of parchment. It was actually a bit large sheet of parchment that was folded in half, but still. And then I took my rolling pin and I rolled those suckers out. I rolled them thin, but thin enough or thick enough that they would stay together. That was the key. Because I didn't add anything else. And then I put, I have some, we call it yellow salt. It's adobo seasoning by Lowry's. And it's another flavor of seasoning salt. And this has like turmeric, and I think it had garlic in it. It has a bunch of other things in it, other than, you know, the regular seasoning salt. I put that on there, and then I put it in my air fryer for 5 minutes. And I didn't flip it. I just put it in there 5 minutes. And then at the end of the 5 minutes, I took them out. I didn't cook them at the same time because, oops, oh, good golly. Because obviously they wouldn't fit together in my air fryer. And then and then once it was cooked, I took it out. We'll put it on. I've got these, that cooking, I just cooked on the grill that was, that comes with the machine. I didn't have a liner in it. And then the second cooking, good golly, I can't talk. I do like that, but I put it into, I've got these parchment liners for it. They're rectangular. And I put that in there. And then I put the hamburger slab, patty, whatever you want to call it, on. And then but wait, there's more. And then oh dear. And then I covered the hamburger patty with, very nice. That needs to be hammered. Because it was poking at. Okay, so that one can go in there. And I put the Rouse pizza sauce on there, or low sugar pizza sauce, whatever you use. And then I put a layer of, I think, Colby Jack shredded cheese. And again, it's not clean. But it's one of those things that I don't know. I mean, at some level, it probably does matter, but okay, that one doesn't need to be hammered. Okay, there. And then I put a layer of that cheese, and then I put some I had some ham lunch meat, some deli ham that needed to be used up, so I cut that up. And, I just diced it to, I don't know, it was probably inch squares. And threw half on one and the other half on the other, because I didn't have much left. And then I put some bacon bits. And then I put, a pinch, a tablespoon or two of Parmesan cheese on it. And I put it back in the air fryer for another, I don't know how much. It was probably, 7 or 8 minutes. It wasn't long. And cooked it again, and ooh, doggy, that was yummy for my tummy mummy. That could be a skosh bigger, couldn't it? But I like her in there, and I don't think I'm going to put anything else on her. Is it already? I swear the only time I get phone calls is when I'm recording a video. And then my phone won't stop, and I think it's a timer. There, and I'm not going to do anything else to that. I'm just going to poke it in there like so, and I'm going to find something else. Another something. I'm sure I have things here. We're going to use that as the back. And I don't know where I got that from. So sorry. so very sorry. I'm just looking through my stash here. How did we use? That's really not the same color, is it? This is brown. That's grays. You know, it's a color thing for myself. It is, it is, it is. I have nothing in the grungy blue ball paper. What I have in these. A swatch is this one. Really like this. You know, I'm thinking I'm going to use that one. And I'm going to cut it down. Oh, and that's it. Good grief. How long have we been? Oh, my word. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this to this. And I'm going to make a journal card to fit in this pocket. And then I'm going to finish the rest of stuff in the pockets in there. And then we'll have a flip through next week. Don't forget to comment, because the more you comment on all the videos throughout the week, the more times you get into the drawing that I'll do tomorrow. So, and I will let you know Tuesday who won that. This last week it was Amy. She didn't even, or not Amy. It was Wendy. And she hasn't answered me back. I don't know if it's a problem with my email, because it really could be. Or if it's or she just doesn't know yet. So I don't know. So yeah, I will continue on with this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to win. And commenting, really, I know that commenting for some people is kind of a pain in the arse. So if you just even leave me a smiley face or thumbs up or an emoji of some sort, I'll still put your name into the pot. Alright, so I will see you next week. I'll let you know who won tomorrow. Alright, we'll talk to you later. Bye.